Yeah, and welcome to a lesson on how to use your guitar. Now, I have a Strat. No, it doesn't really matter. This applies to any guitar, electric guitar in particular. I mean, there's not really, well, I guess there's a volume knobs on some acoustics, but this doesn't really apply unless you're playing distortion with your acoustic, which I've heard some people do. There's a guy freaking with a snakeskin hat and plays wicked slide guitar. Just tears it up in our town, and that thing is just freaking a beast. But this isn't a video about that. So what we're going to do is talk about the effectiveness of just using your guitar's controls, the pickup selector and the volume knob. That can give you huge variations in tone. So if you watch Hendrix play, or Van Halen, or a lot of the old guys, when there wasn't, or older bands, I should say, when there wasn't a lot of effects, right? And you didn't really want to necessarily be stepping on a bunch of stuff, doing the Eric Johnson tap dance, or the guy from Incubus, where it just looks like it's like freaking ballet, just hitting all the pedals. A lot of times your guitar's volume can be an amazing tool because you can set everything on and then just use the variations with the pickups and the volume knob to get all the flavors in between. Let me give you an example. So here's what our normal tone is. A lot of, there's some delay. Well, let's put some delay on there. Okay, so there's delay, reverb, and a lot of distortion. I mean, I could... There's a lot, right? But if I were to take that same sound and say drag my volume down to about 6, right about there. Now it's clean. Now I could go up a little bit more. Now, if I do the same thing and I start messing around with the pickups, now I can get an even cooler thing going. It's very warm, okay? So this is, Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, just cleaner stuff in general, right? It's very warm and it's very rounded off sounding. Now, I don't have a tone knob, so I mean it's here, but it doesn't work. So a tone knob is another example of even more, more of a spectrum. You can roll off high end, you can do all that other stuff. But if we go from here, we're at our... Now check this out. I'm basically kind of clean. Okay, and now I've gotten a lot more gain because I just simply rolled up my volume knob. Now, why is this important? And I'm going to go over some more examples. But it's important because when you start playing out live, the last thing on earth you want to be worrying about is getting to your pedals on time. And I'll go through gigs, and I usually don't play with so much delay. I'll have a little bit on just to kind of fatten up the sound. And I might have a boost to kick it on, but 9 times out of 10, I'm working this volume knob because I don't want to have to worry about anything other than staying in time. That's hard enough. So... if I add to that picking lighter, the different levels of what you can achieve is remarkable. Now, the Strats have a lot of pickup variations. Right, that's that kind of out of phase kind of thing. You got the... I like this one a lot. This is kind of the Lenny. Stuff. But it's amazing the tones you can get just with your pickups. Now, if you have a Les Paul, it's the same thing. You have 3 options. I think it's neck, both, and the back pickup, the humbucking pickup. Well, they're all usually humbucking. But listen to Jimmy Page. He plays that middle pickup a lot. My friend Tim Pierce, middle pickup a lot. And then you have 2 independent volumes on a Les Paul. So you can mess with the 2 volumes and get a blend of both pickups that you couldn't normally get. So that right there, each pickup select, you could have full-on rock in the, the treble position. The middle one could be kind of a halfway in between, and then the neck could be a super clean one. And you don't even have to, you wouldn't have to step on anything. You could just have those sounds at your disposal. So try it out. Right, I got my rock, and I just take it down a little bit. Right, up a little bit. Right, so all these different... It's actually how Hendrix got a lot of his really, really awesome clean tones. He had his fuzz on. Go neck pickup and then back that volume off, and you'd be shocked. Like the Bold as Love stuff, the Little Wing, all that stuff. You can get wicked tone with a lot of fuzz on. You just back off that volume knob, and then instead of searching for a pedal on the floor to hit when it comes into your solo, it's right here. Hendrix was the other way, but you get my point. Most people don't play like Hendrix. That style, I guess. Unless you're Eric Gales, and then he takes it to a whole nother thing. Plays the strings upside down, and dude, man, if you want to see something crazy, check out Eric Gales and Jeff Healey. They tear up the fretboard, and man, talk about an unorthodox way of doing it, but it's worth checking out. So check out Hendrix, check out Van Halen, check out all the players of like the 70s and 80s, let's say, even the 60s, right? Hendrix, all that stuff. Look at how much they work the controls on their guitar, and I promise you, maybe some of the tones you're looking for and the pedals you're wanting to buy to get those tones may be already inside your guitar. So check that out. It's definitely helps if you're gigging your first time around. Try it out. I promise it'll work. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you next time.